And welcome to another episode of Claire Hair. Today we're going to be reviewing the Nora Regrowth Hair Serum for Nora. And don't forget my Claire Hair 20% off coupon that you guys can use to purchase this as well. We're just going to go into a little bit of details about Kenyatta Nicole. This is actually for Nora. For Nora is for her mother, and she created this brand as well as the hair growth serum that she really feels like there's more inches to be had. Okay. But for the most part, she created this brand, and then I'm going to get into some of the ingredients because like I said, before you put anything in your hair, you want to know what are you putting inside your hair. So let's get into some of the details of the ingredients. The major ingredient there is amla, ring raj, mustard seed, stinging nettle, and peppermint. I think peppermint is more present, and of course peppermint is great for hair growth stimulation as well as overall health of the hair follicles. Enjoy the review. Good evening, everyone. So now we got into the part where we're going to be talking about my overall review of Kenyatta Nicole, and the brand today is for Nora. For Nora is actually for her mother, in honor of her mother, which I thought was just so sweet. Like, it's just the fact that this is going to be a legacy. You can keep like your daughter, and your daughters will be using this, or your brothers, or your brothers, your uncles. But I just love the fact that it's a legacy. I really like the smell as well. I think it's more of like let me see. I'm saying that like I don't have it like juice throughout my hair. I did this Bantu Knot with the oil. I put it in my hand. I just like did it that way. So if you guys want a tutorial of an oil-based Bantu Knot, let me know. I will do it again. But yeah, it has like a peppermint smell to it. And peppermint's very important in growth. Like, people always say is rub peppermint oil on your hair, and it will rub peppermint oil on your hair, and like it will basically stimulate growth, stimulate the follicles. Because like I said, it's very important that I say on this channel a lot is that dry hair breaks, okay? Dry hair breaks. If there's one thing you can get from this video, you can just not take it away, is that dry hair breaks. And what I mean by that is the fact that our hair is always growing, okay? Your hair, your nails. My bank account's not growing, but we're working on that. I'm gonna put some of this oil on my bank account, but for the most part, your hair is always growing. It's all about retaining the length, and that's why I said it's also very important to switch your game. So I know some people might be like, what? So I guess the question that you would answer yourself is like, Claire, why do we want to use this growth serum? Like, we've seen a million growth serums, a million secret formulas that will get us some length. Why use this one? And I'm gonna tell you why. It's important to switch your game. So a lot of people might ask me that too, because everybody's asking questions, this imaginary audience. But the thing is that imagine to switch your game. So what they mean by switch your game is you gotta really understand your hair is, your skin is like it's living, right? So once it gets used to a certain, y'all ever have it where even with like let's say you ate the same meal every single day, it's kind of like your body kind of gets used to where it's not really special anymore. Vice versa with the growth serum, is very important as well that you try new growth serums to see what will do with your hair, because your hair is just gonna your hair is gonna be able to retain the length more because of the fact that it's something new, it's something new, it's something fresh. And then like a lot of the ingredients that I had said before in the early part of the video were very key, very important for hair retention as well. A lot of people have a tendency to get like a growth serum that, everybody's used before, like a wild growth serum, whatever. I think I've noticed a difference with the glass-based ones, because I don't know if it's because, if you hear that, sorry, I'm trying to tap it right. But if you hear that, like a lot of the glass-based serums, I think I've had a little bit better, better results with that. And then like another thing too is just that, with my channel as well, with CLAIREHAIRE, don't forget to use the coupon code as well. With CLAIREHAIRE, like I'm a small business, only one employee, and she's kind of rambunctious sometimes. It's me. But like, it's the fact that for Nora, I feel like for Nora, the fact that like it's a small business, and she's making all the products, and she also has like a previous You know, as I was talking about earlier, like she has a previous background in hair. And like, that's one of the things that I would say, like, you truly need some growing hands. And I know some people might like to sit there and be like, okay, what's growing hands? You know, a little bit old school. I know you Gen X babies, you know, I'm here to put you on. But growing hands was that one stylist who, whenever someone would leave her salon, you know that they're going to be taken care of. Like their hair just transforms overnight from everything. So that's why I said, like, you need somebody with some growing hands. So I'm always trustworthy. Like, it's always trustworthy to me whenever I hear somebody, they're just like, oh, I had a previous work history, right? Previous history of doing hair. Like, that's so key to me, because any scientist, you know, can come into a lab and with these 3 ingredients, you know, like any scientist can come into a lab and just put chemicals together, put oils together or whatever. But I need someone who's been in it. I need somebody who's have boots on the ground, someone who's actually worked in it. Like even with you know, I do hair on the side as well. I'm gonna charge you, okay? Because I want to teach you how to fish. I'm tired of you guys coming to me asking if I'm selling salmon. I'm trying to teach you how to fish, but for the most part, I do hair on the side. But my main thing is that I want you to take something from it, you know, take like a lesson. So even with, you know, for Nora, like some of the ingredients in there, I didn't even think like, you know, dang, to use that as, you know, I'm trying to say to use that for that. Like I think peppermint, I can definitely smell that. Sesame oil, you know, garlic seeds. So some of these ingredients that I was like, I wouldn't have even thought to like put this like in a serum together to see how it works. But I can definitely say for sure that it's very cognizant of the creator to think of these different type of oils that would balance each other as well. Because I think another thing as well that also happens is the fact that a lot of people they're just throwing stuff and throw it in the bag. Like they're just throwing ingredients in there, and like the ingredients don't make any sense. You know, like it's kind of like when you're making a smoothie and it's just like, oh, my spinach deluxe spinach and apple smoothie. That sounds disgusting, right? But like a lot of the ingredients in there are very complimentary. So I think that was very intuitive of the creator. So definitely, if you have any questions below, definitely for sure make sure that you use my coupon code once again. And any questions you have or whatever, I'm always here. Unfortunately, I have no life, so that means I get to answer your questions all day long. So don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire Haire. Bye!